First, let me apologize to Nigerians, a football nation, the football lovers in this country, that all of us will have expected a better outcome. But like I say, in every sport and in football, there are unpredictable outcomes. We believe in the skills and talents of our Super Eagles players, but also the country also expects that when we hire a technical advisor, when we put our faith in the hands of some people, we expect some return. If you hire a manager for your company, you don't get the return you want or expect, you have a right to do a review and take very critical and crucial decisions. My point is, we're going to sit back, we're going to review what has happened, we'll review the entire team, we'll look at our players, whether they're qualified or not, whether they're ready for the team. We'll also look at the technical advisor, we'll also look at the entire people involved with football administration and the Super Eagles. You see, when you fail to do the necessary check, then you run the risk of repeating the failures and the disappointments. That's what I mean. What is the name? The Super Eagles represent which country?
Nigeria.
They wear which color? What national anthem is sung when they play? So without Nigeria as a sovereign nation, they don't represent anybody else. So there's no interference. They represent this country. They don't represent an association. They don't represent an individual. They represent 200 million people. They carry our interest with them. And as the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, it is my responsibility to ensure that the interests of Nigerians are protected, to ensure that we have a football administration that serves the purpose and the needs and the visions of our country. So it's a partnership. It's a partnership. It's not an interference. It's an intervention. No one is happy about what happened with Sierra Leone. We need to ask ourselves the critical questions so that we don't repeat the same mistake. We need to do a review collectively, and then we decide, after a review, we know where the blame should be, and we take corrective measures. But we will not just keep quiet and walk away and hope that we're going to have a better result next time. No, it's not going to happen. My response is that the entirety of government is responding. The entirety of government. Yes, my ministry has a central role to play, but we've seen the entirety of government galvanized and activated by Mr. President, and you can attest to that. Never have we found government respond this quickly to such protest. And like I said, change is not a one-time episode. It's going to take time. There are processes. Processes have started. I'm an activist. I've been in the struggle for years. I faced the guns and the bullets. And I know that it's a process. It took us 11, 12 years to dislodge the military. I've been a youth before. So there's a process. And like I said, let's have the necessary engagement. Let's have the conversation. Let's set up groups that can monitor and evaluate what's happening. Yesterday, I had a meeting at the United Nations with the Deputy Secretary General, Madam Amina. We engaged over 50 to 70 youth. We listened to them for over 1 hour, 30 minutes. We got their feedback. We took note of what they require. We gave them a feedback. So it's a continuous process. But like I said, there are 25 youth-focused programs under this administration in the last 5.5 years. Now, if the youth don't know about it, government has been activated to make sure the information, the awareness goes down. And the biggest of it is the NYIF, which was approved July this year, before the NSAS ever came. This president approved a youth investment fund, the very first of its kind, to the tune of 75 billion. That's the government that has been listening, that is listening, that will continue to listen to the yearnings of our youth. So I urge patience on the part of our youth that it's time to come to the table. There's a seat for them at the table. Let's have this conversation and let's see how far we can go together.